afternoon, everybody. This is Anthony from Amped Airsoft, and I got my battle boo,
Evan.
Today we're going to be talking about our first initial impressions of the Protech Airsoft Mk.II.
There it is.
Second floor, second story!
Was that too far away? 1 o'clock? Between the connexes? Yeah.
Damn it, I had something about point and shoot.
Alright, so here's the deal. We were approached by Protech Airsoft because they wanted to launch a new product into the market. So we've been running it. We were impressed. So Evan and I, and Matt as well, who's hiding off camera right now, all of us have run this at a game. We have this current prototype model installed into a G&G combat machine. You can see it's in this swag purple. Swag. These are our demo units. These are not what they're gonna look like, unfortunately. I like it. What do you like? Do you like it, first of all?
I'm in love with this thing, like absolutely 100% in love. Going to buy as soon as I'm allowed to buy one. I tried to buy the demo and Kurt wouldn't allow me, so like I said, I'm in love with this thing.
So we're obviously gonna get the first thing, which is this is just a copy of an XYZ blank insert here. So let's just start off with the whole idea here that you have it in here.
Basically, there's only so many ways you can make this thing fit into here. And that's why they all look alike on the outside. Yeah, there might be a couple little things different here and there, but that is the main reason they all look the same, because they have to replicate the shape of a cylinder. You don't complain about AEG cylinders all looking the same. It's because they have to fit in one specific spot. There's no other way to make it fit in this little area that you have to get it to work.
So I guess what we're gonna do is we'll explain what makes it different. First of all, just let me state that the internal mechanism that makes it work is pretty different than all of its competitors on the market. We're gonna start there. What I will show you is I'll show you the nozzle and explain to you how it's different. So if you look, first of all, the nozzle is very, very long. So in its backward state, because it fires from an open bolt, it also has a completely flat facing on the back. The standard nozzle that's going to come with the unit is actually going to be an aluminum nozzle right here, and it's probably going to be anodized red. You can, as an upgrade, if you'd like, get a Delrin nozzle. I mean, unless you want to do like custom length nozzles, they'll be able to machine them for you. And those will probably be in Delrin just for speed purposes. But if you're doing M4s, AKs, or M249s, you're going to get an aluminum nozzle, as well as vented holes that allow it to cycle very, very quickly. And it has a very large bore, which allows it to run at a very high FPS.
It's equivalent to our Purple Plus, right?
Yes, this on the demo models anyways. We're not sure if they're going to carry this over into manufacturing, but this has the same bore as a purple nozzle or a red plus nozzle for a fusion engine. So this thing can scream. At full PSI, we were getting this gun right here to chrono at like almost 600 FPS at like 130 PSI or something like that.
Really high.
To get it chrono field legal to get it at 1.3 joules, to get it under chrono limit for American Milsim, which is where we ran this, and at Ballahack, we were chronoing it at like 60
to 60
PSI, and that's with a stock G&G combat machine barrel. Evan, since you use this, no exaggeration, point of aim, point of impact, how far does this shoot with just a stock barrel and hop up?
Just a stock barrel with literally just, I dropped this in literally the night before we left, so I had no time to test fire or anything like that. I was shooting at least 250 feet pinpoint, no joke.
Like torso size target?
Torso size target, no problem, 250 feet. No joke.
Just flat line.
Just flat line.
Flat line.
No overhopping or anything like that. Straight line.
And what was your? And you were at the 1.3, 1.4
I was at
joules.
1.3 joules, so I could still even push that out more.
So the thing performs exceptionally well. Now, also, another happy, fun thing we noticed is that because it has such a wide bore and you have to run it at such a low PSI to get it to chrono low for NADOPS, it makes it incredibly efficient.
Oh my god.
So how many shots did you get? Because you were the only one keeping track. How many shots did you get out of this thing at Faded Giant at 1.3 joules? So probably around like 370 feet per second, 360, somewhere in there.
Yes.
Something like that, with a 2.
I run 8 mags total. Each mag I only put 100 rounds in each mag. I went through 5 battle loads, so 5 times I went through 8 mags at 100 rounds
So
apiece.
40 mags.
I can't do math.
Put 2 more zeros on it.
4,000.
So 4,000. You fired about 4,000 rounds. How much PSI usage did you get out of a 4,500 PSI tank?
I went through 1,000 PSI.
That's pretty incredible. That would, if we can replicate that, that would make this the stock, anyways, the most efficient drop-in system. I still think the Tippmann's probably the most efficient, but as of right now, without doing some substantial testing, this could be one of the most, if not the most, stock efficient setups on the market right now, and that's pretty incredible. So this is just an initial overview, keep that in mind. Now, did you run into any problems or any issues with it?
I did not run into any problems. I actually had, the only problem I had, and I'm going to mark this down to a mag issue because my mags were whooped on, was the last 1 or 2 rounds were they kind of jammed up a little bit. But again, my mags are really bad. I wasn't using the greatest of EVs. They were pretty old. And like I said, I installed it literally the night before and did not get a chance to test fire it.
I would say that at Ballahack, I ran into some issues with feeding, but I think it's because my mags don't fit well in this body. Because my mags worked fine in my Crytek body with my jack. So that would be my complaint. Would you buy it? Would you borrow it? Or would you leave it on the shelf?
I would buy as many as I could, quite honestly. I'm definitely going to buy one as soon as it comes out. And if I had another 2 more guns and I could afford it, I'd definitely buy them for all of my guns. No joke, I'm not
Mk.II.
I'm absolutely in love with this thing. It performs so well, it is so quiet, it's so air efficient. I'm excited. I'm really just generally excited for this thing.
So for me, initial impressions, I would have to say I don't think I've used this enough yet to be able to give a really solid, like, for right now it would sit on the shelf, but most likely would buy later on once I got more pew time in it. I like it. It's incredibly good, dropping into almost all the bodies that we've put it in. It's machined incredibly well. The standard of how it's put together is just like, the tolerances are just stupid fine. The like, just the little things that matter. Like, the threading on this is so perfect that no matter what, when you tighten this down, the holes that line up are always exactly where they need to be. The holes are also machined to such a fine tolerance that they lock in. Like, just the friction of the piece of metal from the gearbox and the piece of metal from the front end of that lock it in so it doesn't fall apart. This has the electrical efficiency of like a Wolverine board without a screen, but it still has a screen like a Polar Star board so that you can do your stuff. The electronics, if you wanted to, this FCU is universal. So if you use the trigger board setup and the FCU setup from this Mark II, you could use this on any of your other systems like your SMP, your jacks, your Hydras, all that stuff. And the best part about it is if you're an early adopter and you buy one of the first gen ones, you have a standard FCU, but they're going to be releasing a Bluetooth FCU. If you're an early adopter, all you have to do is send this in and just pay the difference. You don't even have to buy a whole second FCU and you'll get a Bluetooth one. Like, overall, I'm highly impressed with just the quality of the workmanship of it. And, I'm waiting to see how it does. I would want to buy this after I play with it more, because I've gotten probably the least amount of trigger time out of it out of everybody. Murphy here's got the most.
Well, you can play with mine after I get mine.
Yeah, I'll play with yours, because I already bought 2 jacks, and I can't really justify spending more money right now. Wife will say no. But either way, initial impressions are good. We'll let you guys know as we beat it up more. All right, so here's the deal. If you are looking to be an early adopter of this system, we're basically going to take care of you. So what we're doing is, if for all the people who pre-order this system and get it up and want to get excited about this now, which a lot of dudes at Faded Giant were super stoked about it. We got a lot of people excited about it right there and then. You can show up on our site, pre-order this. So the first thing you'll get is we'll go ahead and pre-install a black IGL on your unit for you. So there's an upgrade that you don't have to worry about. Also, what you'll do is you'll get a free battery with it as well. And then you'll get the standard FCU, which basically a $75 voucher will get you the new FCU when it comes out. So basically $300 you get 2 upgrades that, early adopt, like people who don't choose to be an early adopter won't get later. And then the other people who aren't early adopters also won't be able to get the upgrade to the newer FCU when it comes out. So if you pre-order it now, you actually stand to come out ahead, pretty substantially. Overall, though, I like it. Definitely thinking about buying it. I'll just have to make my case to my wife. You are excited about it. We're gonna test it more. We're gonna try to be honest with you and let you know if it sucks or not. A lot to prove, especially to a lot of more established brands that are already on the market. So we're gonna take a look at it and keep it running, see how we beat it up or not. Anyways, guys, this has been Anthony.
Evan.
Thanks for stopping by. Check us out on all our social media jazz. Black Friday's coming up. Maybe this would be a good time to pre-order. I'm just saying. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys. Talk to you later.